Welcome to Film Companion South, and today I will be talking about a film called Manmatha Leelai, a film by Venkat Prabhu. When I recall Venkat Prabhu, my mind goes back to 2007 when he made an amazing cult classic called Chennai 6000028 about a bunch of boys who fight out in cricket matches, in small little gullies and old colonies and things like that. It gives very refreshing, realistic kind of feel. And then 2021 saw his film called Manadu. It's a wonderful experiment in time loops. May not be very classy, but certainly a very unique experiment. So when you go to see Manmatha Leelai, your mind is full of expectations. Almost living up to the expectations, the first 70 minutes of the film just plays out two scenes, two nights, 10 years apart, where in 10 years ago you have Ashok Selvan, the primary hero, and Samyuktha Hegde, and today you have Ashok Selvan and Riya Suman. Similar nights. Now, this kind of similarity can be brought about only by very beautiful compositional techniques, and the cinematographer has really worked very hard. Hariharan has worked very hard to create the same kind of cinematographic style from 2010 to 2020. Very beautifully done. I must say this is remarkable because for the first time I'm seeing Venkat Prabhu working with steady cameras, fixed blocks, fixed lenses. Very refreshing. And then the second half, it jumps to a completely different kind of a story. However misogynistic and narrow male point of view it could be, the audiences were roaring away in laughter. I was feeling a bit squirmish, but from a contemporary perspective, this would be called extremely perverse and anti-woman. Let us leave that alone. The music by Premji is very stereotypical. It's so old-fashioned, almost like a cartoon movie. It plays up to every scene on a kind of one-by-one basis. And it is so loud, it simply doesn't allow you to think. But it is in this second half that there is a serious jerk that happens. The film virtually leaves the whole comic domain and moves into a very serious domain where murders happen, killings happen. You feel for some time that this is a dark comedy, but it is not a dark comedy. It is moving into a completely different zone of film. A genre shifts, it derails. This is not what we call in filmic language as a twist in the story. A twist in the story happens when you are following within the story structure. But this is another story altogether. So you come out of the theater saying that, is this a film that I entered? Honestly, I would not have been surprised if Smriti Venkat, playing his wife, also landed up at the end of the film and said, wow, we are a great gang of serial killers, I would not have been surprised. So this is another film altogether when it reaches the end. Finally, this film is certainly not about any Manmathan or any kind of a happy-go-lucky Casanova, who just happens to fall in love at every woman that he watches. It is not that kind of a Manmathan at all. And if anybody goes there to look for a kind of a sequel to K. Balachander's Manmatha Leelai, released in 1976, sorry, even that is not going to happen. So, if you come into this film, you will see a very, very different Venkat Prabhu. A different Venkat Prabhu telling a very different kind of a story. Thank you.